There may not have been exactly 20,000 Belizeans walking along the Marine Parade, but nobody's counting. Since its first appearance in 2014, the movement has grown tremendously, and this morning Belizeans came out en masse to show their love and support for our women. It's not about numbers, but about solidarity and sisterhood. It's about bringing together women and those who support them to hear a common message and share a common commitment. And it's about acknowledging that there are real challenges.
Women are not represented in the labor force, for instance. We have unemployment rates that are double that of men. If you look at issue of gender-based violence, women are about 90-95% of the cases of gender-based violence. In decision-making, political decision-making especially, although we're making some strides, we have more females in the House than we had in the last elections, for instance, and at local level there are more women being represented, but we still have such a long way to go.
I think the men have been able to be in place, they have kept their places, there is a perception that they are who should be in that place, and it is up to us as women to push ourselves forward and say, hang on, I can do it too, and I can probably not only do it, but do it better. But we have to, it comes back to us as well. We also have to believe that we can do that.
So what is it exactly that these women are being uplifted from and empowered against? There are women in every facet and at every level of society, in governance, business, the military, women doctors and lawyers and executives everywhere we look. So who or what is holding back women in Belize? Men? Other women? A culture? One entrepreneur recognized for her success today says that for young women, the biggest challenge is other women.
We live in an era where women constantly keep bringing other women down. And I always encourage other women to stop that. It's very important that we empower each other, that we learn to build and really support each other. A lot of times us females are very competitive, and that's the problem. We're always in a competition. So that is what happens when we raise our daughters thinking that they should be the best in everything that they do, because we see other women instead of a support system, instead of someone to lean on, we see them as our competition and as our enemy instead of as our friend.
That's one train of thought. Another is that some women are perhaps their own worst enemies.
In many instances, I think women put ceilings as to how high they believe that they can go. And because of that, they don't push as much as they would like or can or should go. We know that women have a lot of strength, they have a lot of character. A lot of them, they are being the one that are getting the most educated in this country, and there's so much that they have contributed and they can continue to contribute. If women were to remove those barriers from themselves, I am sure that they can go all the way up to the very top. Who knows, maybe in the next few elections from now, we can have, we should have a woman prime minister.
We need more women entrepreneurs, and we need women to have more confidence in themselves. Those who are at the top of the pyramid also need to help those who are trying to aspire to the top of the pyramid. And I think one of the points of today's movement, of the rally and the movement behind it, is to encourage women that you can do whatever you set out your mind to do.
And then it's about working to change a culture.
Women need to start believing in themselves. You know, it really starts with us. It starts with home. It starts with what we allow our boys and our girls, our children to do at home, in terms of chores, in terms of how we treat each other. It really starts with that, and it's about us breaking down barriers. It's about breaking those, the boys can only clean the yard. No, the boys can wash dishes and they can clean the home, and they can do all of these different things because we're equal. And it's about teaching them at that early age that we're equal, and about respecting women and respecting themselves, and that there's nothing wrong with them doing that.
Us discouraging girls, girls, you really have to stick to their traditional types of careers. You can't be a scientist, you can't be an engineer, you're not good at math, you're a girl. Or boys, you're not supposed to be washing up or having a nurturing role. What happened? You that sissy? Those kinds of things, and those are the things that are at the seat, at the very core of inequality. And everything branches from there.
It may only be one day and one moment when all these women will be together in one place, but the message is getting out there.
A little more than 50% of the population are women in Belize, and we need to take at least one day where we can recognize the tremendous contribution that Belizean women continue to make to our society. For too long, I think we have not been giving them the importance. And there is one wonderful opportunity when women can come together and where they can share their experiences and their ideas and as to what is it that they would want to see in a Belize where women are more empowered.
We are seeking is for more opportunities for women to also be at the forefront of things that are happening here in our country. Let us be looking beyond the beauty of the women and be looking at the brains of what they can also contribute to our community. I am only one, but I know around me and behind me there's so many more that can continue contributing, not only politically but also socially. I mean, if you look at the medical field, for example, there's so many women also in the medical field, but when you look at the board, it's like how many are actually participating in there. So we need to keep on standing and working along to make sure that we have equal opportunities.
The theme of the day was 20,000 strong. Imagine a Belize without women. Mike Rodon for News 5.